I'm so excited about the recipe I'm going to share with you because my family loves it. It is taco rice bowls and they're ready in under 30 minutes. So there's no reason for you not to make dinner tonight because this one is easy and everybody's going to love it. Hi, my name is Carrie and I run eatingonadime.com where we help families eat well on a budget. We share family-friendly recipes that anybody can make, and this recipe is just that. You can get the full recipe linked in the description, or you can just go to eatingonadime.com and use our search feature and just type in taco rice bowl and the recipe will pull right up for you. Okay, let's go make a 30-minute dinner. The first thing we're going to do is cook our rice. Today we're going to use minute rice or instant rice, but you can use a long grain rice as well. We have 3 cups of white minute rice in here, and then we're going to add 3 cups of liquid and we're going to microwave it. So on your rice, when you're using an instant rice, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. If you use 1 cup, you want 1 cup of liquid. Today I'm doing water, but you can also do beef broth or chicken broth. Since this is a beef recipe, I would be more apt to do beef broth, but you don't need to do all 3 cups to get that beef broth, to get that flavor. Even just a half a cup of beef broth and the rest water will really bump up the flavor of your rice. So a little tip, we are going to toss this in the microwave. Yes, the microwave is down here. And this is going to take about 8 to 10 minutes to cook in the microwave. So that's why I got it started first. Let's clear this. Wait, I accidentally did. Apparently I can't do a timer on a video. But we're back. Okay, so once that's done, while that's cooking, we're going to get started on everything else. The very first thing is we need a half an onion chopped up because we are going to saute this with the ground beef once we get over to the stove top. Let's cut this in half. Oh, hello. Move that over. Get this peeled. We actually do have a video on how to chop an onion. It's really easy. If you've ever been frustrated with onions, chopping them, how they fall apart, we actually have a really great video on that, and I'll include that linked in here on how to do that. But basically you're just going to cut your knife or cut the onion, but you're not going to go all the way through on the edges, and that keeps the slices together. Ooh, it's already starting to make me cry. Then you're going to turn it, hold this side that the onions are not cut through, and then just run your knife, chopping it in the direction of the curve of the onion. And see how it stayed together? Now we're at the very end, and we're going to flip it. Continue going through, and then these last 2 pieces, you just run your knife through them. The part that didn't get cut through. Oh, I'm starting to cry. Okay, so now I wiped the tears away and we're ready to finish. All we're going to do is now we're going to take a pound of lean ground beef and our onion, and we're going to head to the skillet. We are heating the skillet over high heat. Today I'm using my cast iron just to make it easy, but a non-stick skillet will work well. We got our beef going in, and then we're going to add our chopped onions. This is one of my favorite kitchen tools, so we're just going to separate it and break it apart. Now we're going to cook this until the ground beef is cooked through and those onions are translucent. I like cooking the onions with the ground beef because some people will brown the ground beef and then the onions, but I really feel like the onions will take on the flavor of ground beef if they cook together in the skillet. I got the beef all browned, and as you can see, the onions are nice and getting translucent and soft. So now we're ready to add our seasonings. If you have any grease, this is the time that you want to drain the grease. But since I use a lower fat, a very lean ground beef, we don't have a lot of extra fat in the pan. First we're going to add is taco seasoning. You want 2 tablespoons of taco seasoning or a seasoning packet. We have a great homemade taco seasoning recipe on eatingonadime.com as well that you can try out. That's super simple to make and tastes amazing. And then we need a 1/4 cup of red salsa. I am just using an inexpensive salsa today. Now we're just going to stir to combine. And also sometimes if your meat is really lean and doesn't have a lot of moisture, I like to stir in a 1/4 cup of water just to get all the seasonings mixed around. And that helps as well to get all the yumminess that's been on the bottom of the pan. I'm going to go ahead and add about a 1/4 cup of water. And see how all those seasonings are coming up. We just need to turn this about on low, let it simmer for about 5 minutes just to get all those seasonings combined. And just this is literally the most flavorful taco meat you could ever have, and it's perfect for these taco rice bowls. The meat is looking amazing, so now all we have to do is assemble our bowls. Super simple, very easy to make. When I chop up cilantro, I kind of just fold it into a bunch. You can leave the stems in, just chop them up with them, and then you just run your knife. I like to use the thicker part of the knife, just so that way you're using your weight. And you're just running it through to make kind of like slices. And then I take the bundle and turn it, and then I just do it again. That way we're going across all those lengths. Just do a quick run through, just to get it nice and diced up. And then there we go. Now we're going to push this out of the way, and we're going to do tomatoes. We're doing a Roma tomato. I just cut it half lengthwise. I like to cut it in half lengthwise again. Stack them right on top of each other. Make sure you can see this good. And then we're going to slice it into strips. I do like to make sure my knife is sharpened. We have a link to our favorite knives as well. And then we're just going to run our knife this way until we have these perfectly little diced up tomatoes. And then I'm just going to push that to the side. So I'm just kind of making my assembly line of my toppings that people can use. So as you can see, we have the little pieces in there. So now we're going to run our knife through it. And they come out in these cute little dices. And you didn't have to get all slimy or anything. We've got it all set up, and this is just how you'll serve it for your family and friends. So to assemble your bowl, you're just basically going to add everything that you love. I am kind of a goober, and I like to scoop it up into like piles, so like they would like in a restaurant, and make it really cute, and then mix it up with your spoon afterwards. So I got the rice. We're going to throw in some meat. Throw in some of the Mexican corn or the Santa Fe corn or just the regular corn. You can even do like jalapenos. We're going to do some black beans. And remember, I'm just spilling these beans everywhere. That's okay. Probably should have served these in bigger bowls. See, look how pretty this looks already. I'm going to top with some tomatoes. Let's do the spoon. Get me some avocado in there. I love me some avocado. And then some cilantro. Yum. I love cilantro. I know not everybody does. And then squeeze fresh lime juice right on top. You can also add in salsa, jalapenos. We talked about that. You could serve it with some shredded cheese. The possibilities are endless, but look how pretty it is. It's beautiful and it's tasty, and everybody can make it as they want. You know, you can do different salsas. This is a family favorite and it's super easy to do, and I think you're gonna love it. Ah, it smells so good. It looks so good. Now I'm just gonna make the prettiness go away, mix it all up. Another thing that some of my kids love is they love serving it with tortilla chips. So you can crush up some chips in there to give it a crunch. You do you. Oh, I have to take a bite, and then we'll keep chatting. Putting this on repeat, and I think you will too. Remember, you can get the full recipe linked in the description, or you can go to eatingonadime.com and just type in taco rice bowls. Don't forget, like and subscribe so you don't miss any more of our family-friendly recipes. I love hanging out with you in my kitchen, and I can't wait to share more recipes with you. Thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you next time in my kitchen. Bye, friends.